Hey everybody, and welcome back to another episode of FsPassengers with me, Maarten37. Well, this is, I guess, the last of the two really hard landings that we got. We already landed in St. Barts, TFFJ, and now we're going to, I believe it's the shortest runway, commercial runway in the world, over at Saba. So I haven't landed there before, so I don't really know exactly how hard it's going to be. Apparently it's obviously going to be pretty hard. So it's such a short runway, but we're going to make a run at it. And I've seen, it's almost always, it seems like they land on runway 12, if we come down here. I've only seen like one video, I was watching Win Air videos, and I think I only saw them land on runway 31, so I think it's very rare. And they usually come in at like an angle down here and then cut in at the last second. Although I have seen them also come in at a straight, in a straight line, so I don't know exactly how we're going to do it. So I've never landed there before. We're going to give it a go. I don't know if it'll be so hard. I thought St. Barts was going to be really hard coming down that hill and everything, but in actuality, it wasn't too bad. So we'll see how this is going to end up. And with that, let's go ahead and move on over to the plane. Alright everybody, here we are at the plane, and I think we couldn't be in like a worse area. We're totally stuck in here, so I guess we're going to have to push back and start up. Yeah, just a bad area. I would like to be over in there, but somehow we ended up like in a corner over here with all the sheds and everything. So, oh well, that's a truck over there, that's kind of cool. Yeah, the scenery from here, remember, is included with St. Maarten from FlyTampa, as is Saba. So we'll see how that looks as well. Alright, FsPassengers, let's go ahead and start her up. Got our 16 peeps. It's a really short flight, so what do you say, like 13% fuel? That'll be so, because you gotta have a little extra by rule, so probably don't even need that much really. I hate how that thing keeps going on and on and on. Alright, so let's put this around maybe 400 pounds, ain't so bad. Yeah, we'll put 412 in each, that's fine. And we got all of our people, so that looks good. So set the type to normal. What is the other one? Aerobatic and flight tour. See, that wouldn't be so bad. What is flight tour anyway? Short flight, less than 3 hours at the same airport, so we can't do that. It wouldn't be bad for like a flight tour though around the Caribbean. Like that would be something we could look at on the way back maybe or something. Alright, so that I did set that to normal though, right? Normal flight. Destination is Saba. Alright, so
destination set.
Go ahead and load her up immediately. Make sure we got our people.
Flight control. Check handset.
Yep, we're good there. Alright. Their belts are on. Just gotta set a few lights here. We gotta go over to the battery as well, because we're gonna be able to move. DC master switch comes on. Bus tie. Right generator. Anti-collision and position lights coming on. Parking brake coming off. So we can go ahead and push us back. Wow, we started immediately. Alright, so let's go ahead and start up the right engine. We've got the pressure. Introduce the fuel. Alright, that looks good right there. Let's go ahead and go for the left engine start. 10%. Go ahead and introduce the fuel. Make sure those gauges look good. Oh, you're pushing us the wrong way. Oh, I think we're going. I would have liked to have been pushed the other way. Let's go ahead and stop her. It moved on its own, didn't it? I don't know. Maybe it didn't move too much. Yeah, they're about to push us on the daggone runway. Alright, we gotta go up top. I forgot to put that left generator on. There we go. Taxi light, pitot heat, packs are already on. Because I forgot to take those off when I shut her down. Make sure that parking brake is actually on. Let's set the heading for the runway. I think it's 102. There we go, 102. I think everything else looks good. Just make it. Check strobe lights because we're about to enter the runway since where we are. Make sure everything is good. Flaps to 10. Alright, and we'll turn to the left here. We're almost on the runway. Like I said, a bad place for them to start us. Oh, then she tried to really kick in. There we go. There we're started. Alright, so we should be... I just want to give it one more look over. Strobes, everything looks good. No smoking, fast seatbelts, that doesn't really matter though. Pitot heat, taxi light, packs, everything looks good. Let's go. Now hold the brakes. Here we go. Just bring me over to the right. Yeah, we'll get up easy. Don't want to hit those birds. That would be something if that actually happened. Let's go ahead and retract the flaps. Come out to the left, go back around the island here. And over to Saba. I guess we'll go up to, like, I was thinking maybe 2,500 feet. Since the airport elevation at Saba is like 13 feet, I think. So I mean, you could go up to 4,500 feet, but that just seems pointless. And that's a long distance and everything. I don't know why you would go up to 4,500, so I say we'll just stick to maybe 2,500. Go pitch this down a little bit. About to fly over the runway, aren't we? Well, pitch down. I didn't want to pitch down like that. Good lord. I think that may be the island in the distance. That looks like it's straight ahead on the GPS. By the way, CDI to follow the GPS. Bring that over. Autopilot nav. Now hit the indicated airspeed. We'll just go up another, what, 900 feet or so. And then we'll hit the altitude hold. I think Flight Sim Commander said 17 miles, and this says 25, and we've already gotten a little closer. Kinda odd. It's a tiny little island from what I've seen. I'm not even sure. I don't know if people live there. I don't know if there's like a little resort area where you can stay at or what. But it seems tiny from what I've seen. It's just like a big old rock in the ocean. Hold her here at 2,500. There we go. I'm going to increase the power a little bit. And get rid of these messages. I don't know why I find them so annoying, but I do. Alright. The runway that we're going to be landing on is runway 12. It's 125. I'm going to go ahead and set that up. So it'll be coming back at us, I guess. Like that. So we'll probably have to use the heading and come out over here, actually. So let's go ahead and I'll just go ahead and switch our heading. come out to the right. Because we're only 22 miles away. Because it looks like the runway, I guess, will be going like that. So we need to be over here and come in a good bit. Probably go out a little further. I always forget the transponder in this one. There it is. So I'm going to step away off the mic for a minute. I'm not going to speed it up. It's such a short flight. I'll just leave it like that. But I'm going to step away from the mic for a minute. And I'll be back in just a second. Alright, everybody, I am back. Got clouds kind of obscuring the island over here. You can see it's still kind of back like that. I believe that is where the airport is, although it says it's 13 feet off the ground, but people coming over at the mountain, so I'm kind of confused a little bit since I've never been here. But we'll take our first shot at it. I'm going to bring the power back because we're going to have to descend here in just a second. Alright, I'm going to bring down the power. I think we want to... Might have gone out too far. I don't know. We need to get down, though. Altitude hold is off. Bringing back the power. Indicated airspeed. I'm going to bring back the power all the way now. So I think we can come in a little straighter. I think if you wanted to come at an angle, we came out just a little bit too far, but all in all, not too bad. Mute my mic for 1 minute. Alright, down to 1800. Let's continue on down. Let's go ahead and put the flaps to 10. That's the only place that the runway could be. Although, like I say, it says it's 13. Well, Flight Sim Commander is one who said it was 13 feet. Usually, I mean, they're correct, though. I'm going to have to give this thing a little more power. She's really wanting to dive down. That's not what I had in mind. I say we level off at about 1,000 feet. She's really... the engine's up and down, mind of its own. And she keeps diving down like that. I think the problem is then she speeds up too much. Altitude hold. More power. There we go. And now that we see our speeds coming up, we'll bring back the power just a little bit to hold her. So it looks like, I'm guessing it goes, well, we know it goes that way. That was 125, correct? Yeah, 125. Flaps going to 20. That'll help bring the speed down as well. So I don't know if we want to get close to the rock and try it or what. I have seen One Air do that. Only thing is, any gust of wind, I guess, especially in real life, blows you to the right any. Kind of screwed if you get too close. Alright, it's time to turn off the autopilot. See what happens. .900, coming up on 900 feet. So I'm going to bring back the power a little bit and let the nose come down. I'm really concerned about altitude. Like I said, 13 feet, but that's no 13 feet. That's up on some rock, you know? Flaps going to 30. Because we need to be at full flaps and have our speed really close. So we're really close on the speed right now. Coming over to the left a little bit. I don't see the runway. It's got to be that. I've seen the approach. Don't want to get too low. We'll have to check out the actual altitude when we get there. By the way, why do we have the... I noticed our pneumatic low pressure warning is the top right one. It's been on there for almost the entire flight, if not the entire flight. More power. I don't know what the other gauge is. Maybe low fuel, because we are kind of low on fuel. Alright, I guess that's where the airport is. It's kind of coming into view. Not that great, though. Although it's so small, it'll be hard to see. Alright, nose coming down. Flaps going to 40. I'll probably get a little bit closer to the rock and make a more straight-in approach. I mean, I've seen them do the same thing, so it wouldn't be wrong. I find it hard to swing it around at the last second. Those kind of landings. Looks like we're about straight ahead now. I'm finding it kind of hard to gauge the altitude that we need to be at. Such a small area to hit. We're off to the left a little. Alright, we need to get down a little bit more. Our speed is creeping up, but all in all, not too bad. Now I feel like we're way too high. Alright, off the throttle. We came in too high. Don't want to come down too hard. Yeah, there we go. Whoa. There for a second at the end I was like, I thought, oh, alright, we're good, and at the end it was like, wait a second. We got a little further down the runway than I would have liked, obviously. Wow. Yeah, we came in too high. Like, the airport, the elevation's right at 200. I don't know why it was saying 13. Unless it was because it thought it was default scenery and it's lower on the default scenery, I don't know. Oh, man. Right there at the end, I was hit the reversers there, but you have to be careful in this plane because it'll throw you in reverse. If you hold on it too long, and you have the reversers in, let off the brakes. If you're very slow at all, it'll actually pull the nose up in the air and fall back on you. It shows that there's homes and stuff up there. I just can't imagine. Yeah, there's nobody on the radio. How would you live here? Why would you live here? Like middle of nowhere. Oh, I thought that was going to be a text line there for a second. Alright, now that we're here, let's turn our strobes off. Our packs are off? I thought I had just turned them on. Oh, I thought that was on. That's why. Strobes are off. Landing lights are off. That's why the pneumatic... well, I don't know. See if it comes back up. I was looking at all the gauges and they seem fine. Let's see where we parked this thing. I got a place for a helicopter. I guess we just kind of pull straight in. So that's what we'll do. If I turn the, then she goes taking off on me. Jeez. I don't get it. Sometimes she wants to take off just like that, and then some other times she's really slow. It doesn't make any sense. See those people over there staring like, what the hell's wrong with that pilot? I ain't getting on that plane. Come on, plane. You gotta get with it. And then she wants to go taking off again. Alright. Stop her. Parking brake coming on. I'm getting kind of tired of that. It's nonsense. Alright, taxi light is off, pitot heat is off. Let's go and say that we're on external power now. So we'll go ahead and cut the fuel. Alright, we'll turn all this off as well. Generators go off. Bus ties off. DC master switch off. Take your belts off. And I'll open up the door for you. Make sure everything is off up here. The pack's off. I thought I had those on earlier. I thought I looked at it and I thought it said on. Apparently I was wrong. There's flags. They're blowing, but they're not moving. And they're actually blowing the wrong way because that windsock is blowing this way, but they're over there. I thought I just saw those guys standing there moving. If they can move, how come the flags can't move? Yeah, those guys are moving. Alright, they got another 36% to get off. I didn't retract the flaps at all. A little rattled by that landing. That was tough. That was harder than St. Bart's. Plus at the end, like I said, I got off the reversers a little early, I guess. Because I was like, we got this. And then it's like it didn't want to slow down there for a second. Alright, they're out. Close up my door. And in the flight. Alright. So, 26 nautical miles. Time airborne, 17 minutes, 42 seconds. Flight time, 23 minutes, 27 seconds. Time on the ground, 6 minutes, 51 seconds. Average speed, 89.88 knots. Landing speed, 60.96 knots. Landing touchdown came down. Yeah, we were coming down quite fast. 216.15 feet a minute, which says it was nice. Landing pitch, 3.99 degrees. Landing weight, 10,533 pounds. Landing total fuel use, 162 pounds. Exceptional flight, 100%. Ticket income, $251. Cargo income, $55. Use $87 for the fuel, $14 for the airport taxes, $13 insurance. Total real income was only under $92. Times the 50, 9,600. This fleet brought in 12,519. Total of $22,119. Passengers thought we should be 100%. It was an increase of 0.08%. Bring us up to 99.24. Perfect flight, 230 pilot bonus points. Plus 50 for the nice landing, 150 for the perfect flight, no problems, satisfied passengers. Correct airport, 30. But see, we got dinged on the fuel. Let's see. Flight regulations require that you have sufficient fuel reserves upon landing. 45 minutes. We only had for 25. I wonder if we hadn't come out to the right so much. Well, that didn't take up 20 minutes, though. So I'm shocked by that because, I mean, we'd had 15% fuel and it's 26 miles. Like, I don't know. Maybe we just use more fuel than I thought we would. So that sucks. We actually lost pilot bonus points. That's all right. We got tons of stuff to make up anyway. We got all kinds of little islands around here that we're going to hop over to. So it won't be like big money flights either. But as many stops as we're going to make, since you get pilot bonus points for every flight, supposing you don't screw up, we'll make those up easy. Here at Saba, I'm not sure where we're going next. I think we're going, I want to say St. Nevis and Kitts or something like that. Barbados, whatever. As well, Dominica. We got all kinds of stuff, all kinds of places to go. But anyhow, this is going to be it for this episode, everybody. I hope you all did enjoy it. I'll catch you guys on the next flight.